with Maxie Makes. Today I want to share with you my easy pillow back technique. All you need is a length of fabric equal to the pillow front size. For example, this 18-inch pillow required a half a yard of fabric. So whether your pillow top is a small quilt or just plain fabric, I think you'll like this fast and easy method for making this envelope style pillow back. Let's get started. Let's make a back for this pillow top. This is an 18-inch square. So based on that, I have an 18-inch cut of fabric. The selvage is here, the fold is here, and I'm going to just cut this fold away. And I'm going to cut the selvage away. Now that gives me two pieces of fabric. And what I'm going to do with these is to fold each of them and press like that. And press this one like this. I'm going to give it a good press at the ironing board. And now this is optional, but it's something that I like to do. This is fusible interfacing. And you could use any kind of fusible interfacing you like, but after I've pressed that crease, I'm going to place this in the crease, and it's not quite as wide as the pillow. I think these are like 17 inches long by 1 inch wide. And then I'm going to refold it and press it really well and top stitch it about 1/4 inch from the folded edge there. And I'm going to do that on both of these pieces. And I will do that and meet you back here. So I have both pieces pressed with the fusible little strip of interfacing inside there, and I top stitched about 1/4 inch inside on that folded edge. Now we just want to make sure both of these little pieces are nice and square, so just line it up like so on your mat and trim. The width of this little piece isn't all that important because you've got this width and you have excess in the other direction, so it won't hurt to trim a little bit away if you need to trim them to make them nice and straight. So now we have our pillow top right side up, and if you have a top and or a bottom, you might consider that because I want to orient the opening of my pillow top to bottom, this being my top and this being my bottom. So I'm going to just place one piece like this. And this print doesn't have a direction to it, so it doesn't matter if I have one this way or this way. It just doesn't matter with this one. You might think about that if your print does. Now place this one, and you notice my cut edges are even with the pillow, which allows this much overlap to create an envelope opening on the back side of my pillow. Now I'm just going to use binding clips to hold everything in place, and I'll go to the sewing machine and stitch this with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I prefer a 1/2 inch because it just makes a nice stable edge. And on this area here where I have 2 layers, this is going to have some stress against that seam as you insert your pillow. So I like to double stitch the pillow back, the whole pillow through all thicknesses. I like to double stitch from about there to there on both this side and that top side there. So I will stitch this and I will meet you back here. So here's my finished pillow. We have the pillow top, of course that's the inside, and the back, and I've stitched a 1/2 inch seam allowance around all 4 sides, and I've reinforced it in this area here. Now before I turn it, I want to just clip those corners away. That'll give me a better point in my corners. And now we're ready to turn it. Just reach in and take hold of the corners. And I usually use a little point turner, which I didn't bring to my table, so we'll do that without it here. See if I can carefully use these scissors. I don't want to push too hard with that. That did it. Careful, careful. There's our back of our pillow. And here's our front. Now at this point, we're gonna take it to the iron and press it really well. And then we're ready to put our pillow form inside. I think I will press those points out just a little better and give it a good press. And I'll come back here and show you how to put the pillow inside. I have it all turned and pressed, and I did pull out my Clover point turner. This is my favorite point turner to safely press out the tips of corners when you turn them. So that was I was able to get a nice crisp point there. So now we just turn it over and take our pillow form and push it into the corners. Sometimes I put a little bit of polyester fiber fill into the corners of the pillow before I put the pillow form in, depending on what kind of pillow form I've used and the size of my pillow and just how it looks. Sometimes I need that and sometimes I don't, so we'll see if we think we need it here with this. Just work those into the corners. Make it nice and smooth. Tuck the one that's next to the pillow in nicely. And there you have it. There is your nice pillow back. What a beautiful pillow we've made. Easy peasy. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.
Thanks for watching. Happy sewing and God bless.